Welcome back, everybody. So glad you could be with me here today. Walter here at the workbench. So, ever heard of batch planing? Yes, it's a real thing. So, I don't know where I learned this. If I have multiple pieces the same width that I need to edge joint, I just clamp them all up and treat them as if they were a big flat surface. So I have already done this side. And now we have to do this side. Now, I usually like to make some sort of scribble on it. So you can hear that click, click, click? That's the difference in height of the pieces. And it's not much. That one there is a little bit high. So you don't try to take huge amounts of shavings off because you've already gotten them to the point where they're very close to one another. So you can go from corner to corner to start. And then just plane it as if you were planing a butcher block. Anytime you want to add reference, just add more scribble. Now, this being aspen, I have sharpened and stropped the blade to its finest level. Because this is a stringy wood. But when it behaves, it's nice. It's a nice wood. So we've got this here and this here. I hope you're having a good day. Wishing you all the best. I appreciate the many comments and suggestions that I get each video. It helps stimulate thought. It's the interesting thing about our trade or our craft. Nobody's really wrong unless it's something really wrong. There's just different approaches to the same final result. So I'll continue to plane this down until all the scribble marks are gone and it's flat, straight, and true. And that'll be good enough. Now, if I have a project with, let's say, only 4 pieces, I might do what's called a shift. What's a shift, Walter? So let's say you have 4 boards and you want them to be identical. 1, 2, 3, 4. You do a batch planing as is. Then you take board 1 and put it on the opposite side of board 4. Do it again. Take board 2, put it on the opposite side of board 4. Keep shifting them around until they all are identical. Now, I don't know if this is something new that Walter came up with. I've never seen anybody else do it, so I don't know. Now with the aspen, when you hit a knot, you know it. Another way to do this, if you don't want to do batch planing like this, is you build a jig that holds your plane at a predetermined distance from the bottom, and then when it stops planing, they're all the same size. That's a thicknessing jig. Now you notice I'm lifting the plane up more often, and the reason being, if you get one little hard bit stuck at a corner, you will leave grooves in this wood. It's that soft. See, like that, the shaving comes out on the bottom. So after this, the next thing is to start cutting stuff to length. After I decide for sure that I'm going to leave everything the same thickness. I may change my mind on that. Don't know. So that's about it. I'm going to continue doing this until it's done. No need you sitting around watching an old man plane, but that's what I call batch planing. Let me know if you've done it, maybe where you figured it out. Like, subscribe, and share. Walter out.